So what's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Montaya, or however you pronounce it. It's a Chinese copy from the mid-70s, SG. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this guitar. You don't see a review nowhere online for this thing. You barely see people talk about it. Some people say they're junk, some people say they're really cheap in quality, and some people say, you should buy them. Here is my advice to you and why you should get one, and we're going to be talking about the quality of it here in a few minutes. Now, first of all, as you can see inside the guitar, I replaced the pickups, I replaced the bridge because it did come with the old Chinese bridge, and the pickups are horrible. If you ever pick up a guitar, this model guitar or this brand of guitar, the pickups straight out suck. They're not that, they I don't even know what they are. They're just so cheap, they just sound horrible. So that was a big turn off for me with this guitar. So I went ahead and put Amazon pickups in there. 15, 16 bucks, and this guitar sounds amazing. Now, it did come with different knobs. It come with vintage style knobs. Well, I didn't think it looked the part, so I put these knobs on there. It made it look a little bit better. Now, it has the box switch, but it has full-size pots. And they're a little scratchy, but other than that, they sound really good. So I only have a couple dollars in this guitar. These are the original tuners. They seem to be fine. I just took the backs off of them. I might update those in the future, but I'm not sure yet. I don't want to put too much in this guitar because it's not really high quality. As you can see on the back of the neck, I don't know if you could really see that or not. There is some discoloration right here. This is kind of like a scarf joint. It just changed the grain on the neck. Just kind of, they fit it together there. Instead of having a scarf joint, it is a one-piece neck until it gets up to here, and the headstock has been glued on. It is a bolt-on neck guitar. You have your strap button here, you have your back panel, and you have a strap button here. It has dot inlays, as you can see. 22 frets. It has like a cherry worn finish. Now, this is a multi-ply guitar body. I think it has some plywood in there. In the inside of this body, the inside of the cavities in the neck cavity isn't really of high quality. This guitar does have some checking and some waving to it, so it is a pretty good finish. It did lay for a couple years. But overall, the body is actually pretty heavy. This is pretty heavy, I'm not going to lie. So the reason why I like this guitar, we're going to talk about why I like it right off the bat, is because the body's heavy enough to balance out the neck. Not like a regular SG. Now, if I do this with a regular SG, I'm not even holding on. I'm just letting it lay in my hands. Now, if I do this with a regular SG, it would automatically neck dive. This one's actually balanced out really good. Another thing about this guitar is it has a really fat baseball neck, and it has a really thick headstock. And the angle is actually pretty sharp. Overall, the frets on this guitar are perfect. I don't know, like I said, they don't look like they've been touched. They look original. They don't look like, somebody messed with them. There's nothing wrong with the frets. There's no sharp edges. I mean, this thing plays amazingly. After all the upgrades that I did, I put the pickups in the bridge and cleaned it up a little bit. This thing plays awesome. You can't beat it for what I got it for. I got it for nothing. I got it actually gave to me. As you can see, there is the name on the headstock. Montaya or something like that. You don't find much about them. You don't see many reviews. I know they're famous for their their Les Paul style guitars. Now, the downfall of this guitar, like I said, is the quality of it. But with a little bit of love and a little bit of time, this can be a really good guitar. Even though it's got plywood in between this wood, That doesn't bother me because this guitar sustains and vibrates like you wouldn't believe. I'm not going to be doing a demo of this guitar because it's just going to basically sound like any SG, and plus it's not going to sound, you know, stock because I actually modified it. Have got different pickups in it, so it's not going to be the original equipment coming through the amp. And if you get one, you'll know what I'm talking about, how bad it sounds. It just sounds like crap. And just with a little bit of love, like I said, you guys think Chinese guitars nowadays is horrible. The Chinese guitars or Japanese guitars or Indonesian guitars, Korean guitars, whatever, nowadays they blow them out of the water because they can get stuff cheap. They still use cheaper stuff like the tuners and the bridge. They still use that, but you know, they're starting to figure out the pickups and the pots and stuff. And this one, like I said, is kind of sad on the build quality, but it doesn't stop me from playing this guitar. Wouldn't stop me from playing it live. It's a really good guitar, and plus it's a bolt-on neck. A lot of people don't like bolt-on necks, but if anything would ever happen, I could replace the neck. I could put a different neck on it. Also, if something shifted over the years, I could shim the neck. If you look real close on the end grain, you probably can't see it like I can. You can see the multi-ply wood in there. There's plywood in there, hard telling what's in there. And you can actually see, and you're not going to be able to see it. I know you're not going to be able to see it. But there is a crack. It's not a crack. It's where the wood is actually separating. The glue's giving, but it doesn't stop this guitar from playing. So if you see this guitar at a yard sale, this is not a lawsuit guitar. This is just a copy. It does not have the lawsuit headstock. It almost has the open book, but as you can see, it's missing the cutaway right here, which someone could really file that down right there and get the open book headstock. But I'm just going to leave it alone because I'm adding it to my collection. But if you see this guitar at a yard sale, go ahead and pick it up. I wouldn't pay no more than $100 for it. It's a good platform. The neck is the most, the most valuable part of this guitar. And that's the part you're going to be playing on. So it feels great. It's great quality. Plastic nut, but you can replace that. The body to me doesn't really matter. But yeah, if you don't give no more than $100 for this guitar in good shape, because they're not worth a whole lot. And don't let someone fool you into thinking it's a lawsuit guitar. This is not a lawsuit guitar. So yeah, couldn't beat it. So I just upgraded a little bit, and the action on this thing is super low compared to what I like. And you can actually see how low that bridge is. But hope you guys like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that little bell, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see me upgrade this guitar, or if you just like to see guitar reviews like this of unknown brand guitars, leave it in the comments below and tell me what you think of this guitar and if you have one. They make other copies too. I think they made Les Paul copies and Stratocaster copies. Maybe Tellys too. I'm not sure. I can't find much on this company. And if anybody has any information or an awesome source and a good review, I would love to see it. So I'll see you guys next time.